That feel good?
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, it feels good. It's nice to be back out there and take a few reps here and there and slowly get back into things. So it's been a long time since I skated, so I'm going to need a little bit of time here to get adjusted to just being able to skate as well as these guys do right now.
I think you said maybe at the end of August that you might need 2 or 3 weeks to get yourself in skating shape. Is that still the game plan?
Well, this is the second time I'm skating here, so hopefully once the games are over here and the regular season is about to start, going to be able to skate a little bit more and take a little bit more reps, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But overall, I'm just happy to be back on the ice, and in general, it feels pretty decent, even though it's a weird feeling.
So you won't be ready for opening night?
Most likely not. No. Again, anything can happen, but we'll see how it reacts here once I get into the things a little bit deeper and start again taking more reps and doing more things, with body contact and game speed. But again, it's a good sign that I'm finally skating, and even though it's a strange feeling and it feels a lot different, I feel like I can manage it pretty good.
Are you pain-free?
Yeah, I wouldn't call it pain. I can't say that it feels normal, but it's no sharpness or anything that's are going to affect me moving forward, I think.
What's the hardest part right now for you, Erik?
Huh?
What is it that feels different, really, compared to your own natural tendon?
Well, I try to explain it, but it's hard to really say exactly what is different. It feels like I have a leather piece in my one ankle, and you can't really move it. So it's going to get some getting used to, but again, I feel like I can manage it pretty well right now, and hopefully it's just going to get better and better.
You skated yesterday as well, so that's first
yeah.
time twice, 2 days in a row.
Yeah. And again, it feels okay. I didn't really know what to expect, but I feel like it feels a lot better than it did during the playoffs last year. So I see that as a progress, and hopefully it's just going to keep moving forward and starting to feel better and better, as deeper we go in the season.
What's the hardest part so far, and what's the biggest obstacle for getting ready for, say, opening night?
No, I think I just have to get reps, skate as much as possible, preferably with the guys. That's when you get the speed up to the level that it needs to be. It's hard when you skate by yourself. You feel pretty good and you can do everything, but again, you don't have anyone around you. And I just feel like I'm going to have to get in the mix of things on the practices and go from there, because that's where you end up pushing yourself. That extra bit that you're going to need to be ready.
Can you re-injure it anyway, or is this just basically you trying to get 100% healthy?
No, I can always re-injure it, I think, and that's always going to be a risk. But the same thing as it goes with everything else that you've had in the past. But again, it's not something that I'm thinking about. It's not something that I should be thinking about. I'm just trying to get out there and trying to forget about, what it really feels like, and just trying to do the things that I do as normal as possible. So again, in this sport, injury is a risk that we always take every time we step on the ice, whether it's a repeat injury or something new. So those thoughts are not really going through my mind at all, and any time that I step on the ice.
Is there any comparison to when you came back from the Achilles? I remember you saying it felt really weird, and is there any comparison to what you're feeling now to what you did back in 2013?
No, this feels completely different. I think that with the Achilles I had more trouble skating in straight lines, not so much going from side to side, which is the issue with this one. Going straight forward and straight backwards is no problem. It's more, being on the edges and being a little bit unstable. So that's something that I'm going to have to figure out and learn how to deal with. And hopefully over time it's just going to get to a point where I don't really think about it anymore. But the feeling is probably always going to be there. I just have to give it time to become my new normal.
Is conditioning going to be an issue, Erik? Considering you haven't been able to do?
Yeah, I mean, it's been 4 months since I skated. It's been 3 months. I've had a month here to do a bit of cardio and working out in the gym. So that part is the least of my worries, to be honest with you. I think that once I get back on the ice here and I start skating with the guys, my breathing and my conditioning is going to come back fairly quickly. And again, I'm a sprinter. I'm not a marathon guy, and in the games, that's what I got to get back into. Short shifts, hard, and get some time off, and then get back at it. Skating around the rink for 100 laps is not going to do me much.
Would getting a shot on it be problematic?
What?
Would getting a shot on it be problematic?
No, it's like you break a bone. When it heals, it heals. And again, They took half of my ankle bone out, so the part that is there should be, you know, as normal as possible. But again, you know, you get a shot there, it's always the risk of you breaking it, whether it's you know, the same ankle or something else. So not something I'm worried about again. And you know, hopefully I can you know, block it a little bit different.
Would
Thanks,
you
Erik.
still hope for maybe being back by the end of October, or maybe even a little bit before that?
I don't know. Again, as I said, once I get in the mix of things here and start practicing and skating with the guys, we'll see how things progress. As of right now, you know, it feels like I can manage it pretty well. But again, I haven't skated or done anything really in 4 months, so give me a little bit of time here to you know, try and figure things out. But once I come back, I feel like you know, I shouldn't be too far behind from where you guys are at right now.
How much time would it take for you to get chemistry? Like, let's say Johnny Oduya is your partner to start the season. The fact that you wouldn't have had any preseason games, would that be an issue at all with him, or how would you sort of work through a new partner?
No, I think that you know, if you talk about a guy like Johnny who's been around for a long time, a veteran guy, an experienced guy, I think that you know, we're going to be able to see the game the same way, and we're going to understand each other fairly quickly. There's going to be a few points probably to go over, but again, as I said, we've both been around for enough time that we know what we're talking about, and it's probably not going to be an issue to figure things out. And then obviously, the longer you play together, the better things usually go. So we've got to start somewhere.